show you how it works. So I need volunteers here. You, Tom, come here, please. Come up here. More volunteers. You don't need you if you want. So Tom, you stand here. Aubrey and Wendy, you stand here. Okay? Two people stand here. You hold each other's hands. Right? Who wants to be a glucose molecule? So here's our glucose. Okay? Glucose goes to the pancreas. He's the pancreas. You go to the pancreas first. Tom is pancreas. You two are the gates to a living body cell. Okay? So you are gates. She's our glucose. So this is what happens. When you eat food, then that food turns into sugar, glucose very quickly. Our blood sugar goes up. We all know that, right? Because glucose gets to be released into the blood. Then, when the pancreas gets the message there is glucose in the blood, you got to do something. You have to bring it back to balance. It's too high right now. So the pancreas gives out insulin. We need insulin. Who wants to be an insulin? Volunteer. Okay. Carol.
I always wanted to be an insulin.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be
Pancreas. Please take, so you are glucose. Glucose travel. Please travel. So travels in the blood like that. It goes around and it wants to get into the blood cell, into the body cells, inside the cells. The way our body works is glucose cannot get into the body cells by itself. It needs help. So who comes to help it? Pancreas and insulin. Insulin is the hormone that is given out by the pancreas to help that glucose get into the body cell. So pancreas gives the message to the insulin, and insulin goes with the glucose together towards the body cell. Like that. Exactly. Okay. Now this insulin helps the cell by stimulating the gates of the body cells. They open up and the glucose can go inside. Goes inside the cell. This way. The same way insulin stimulates the liver and the muscles for that glucose to become glycogen, basically. This way insulin lowers the glucose level in the blood by helping it go inside the body cell. So now this can be used for the energy, this can be used for other purposes. And if it's not used, it gets to be stored inside the body cells. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, if we eat too much of food with sugar, the insulin gets the message, immediately starts to pouring the insulin into the blood. Sugars go inside the body cells, and blood sugar drops. We start craving more sugars, and we start eating more, drinking coffee, more sweet stuff. Okay, and this roller coaster goes like that. So eventually we consume too much sugar that turns into fat. That's simple. So I don't have to explain you all about donuts and cakes and all of that stuff that has sugar. So now do you get the picture how it works? Right? So excess turns into sugar. Excess sugar turns into fat. That's why. Please sit down. Thank you so much. That's why we have to watch what we eat in terms